Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has latched on to the Union Home Minister Sushilkumar Shinde's comment on Hindu terror. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has said the United States and the United Nations should carry out drone strikes, unmanned combat aerial vehicle strikes against these so-called saffron terror camps in India. They're warned in case they don't, then the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has the ability to do so. And for more on this big story, let me take you straight to Pakistan. Let me bring you headlines today's Hamza Amir for more on this story. Hamza, what did Tehreek-e-Taliban spokesperson Ehsanullah Ehsan say? Give us the details.
I'll read out the whole statement that's come out from Ehsanullah Ehsan, that Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan spokesperson. He says, and I quote, "The US and UN should also order drone strikes and coalition troops invasion to target these terror camps which are mentioned by the Indian Minister of Training into Terrorism. If the US and UN could not take care of the state-sponsored terrorism in Kashmir and the BJP RSS terrorism against Muslims in India, then TTP has the ability to strike and take care of it." This is the exact statement that has come out from Ehsanullah Ehsan, which is a very loud and clear statement that TTP actually is looking into what is going on the Kashmir side, the Indian side of Kashmir, and they actually are now threatening to move towards Kashmir and towards India, which is going to be, if actually this happens, then it is going to be an absolute chaos situation, because right now, I think India, any statement should not come from India that should inflame the Taliban to move towards them, because we have an example of Afghanistan and we have an example of Pakistan, in which there are suicide bombings every day and people are dying on everyday basis. I think this time this is a very serious threat that's come from the Taliban side. And as we said, the line of control tensions are increasing between Pakistan and India, and if they continue to do so, then terror elements like TTP will actually be able to manipulate that and use that to move into Indian territory. And if that so happens, and it might not only be Kashmir they would be targeting, they would actually try to move forward, and we would not want to see that happen.
Oh, indeed. How seriously can this threat be taken, considering the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and the Pakistan security forces are actually at loggerheads in Pakistan, on the western flank? On the eastern flank, is there a fear they could operate together?
I don't think they can operate together, because there is a very serious conflict between Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and the Pakistani armed forces. But at the same time, there are groups within the Taliban which are basically in line, and they are the ones who are talking about peace and doing peace agreements with the Pakistani army itself. So there is always a possibility that once they start moving towards Kashmir and they target and focus Kashmir, there is always a possibility that they might be used as someone to breach into Indian territory and then have a safeguarding of the Pakistani army, because we have seen that in the past on the Kargil operation. Yes. And Mr. Musharraf said this out loud as well, that it was the jihadis who started the Kargil thing, and it was retaliated by the Indian armed forces, which inflamed, basically saw a reaction from the Pakistani army. So basically, this sort of an issue that is already in the history. We would not want to see that happen again, because this time we are talking about the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which is basically a group of Al-Qaeda. So basically, we're talking about Afghanistan insurgency moving towards India as well, and also Taliban insurgency from the Pakistani side moving towards India as well. And that is a very serious, very, very serious threat. We would not, India would not never want this to happen. Any way possible that that Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or any Taliban militant group which is basically focusing on targeting Pakistani security agencies and other networks as well inside Pakistan, they should actually look forward to move into Kashmir, the Indian side of Kashmir. We would not seriously want to see that happen, because it is a very, very serious threat from the Taliban side right now.